Hey everybody, my name is Angie Murenga. You're watching Just Angie, and today is a Thursday, and we're gonna do the Food Challenge Thursday. So I really want to hear from you guys. I don't know how Food Challenge is going, but we're doing well, I hope. It's been amazing. You know, sometimes people, some of the leaders around me, they're so miserable. Sometimes I think I was asking somebody to bring me, there's some other plantain crisps that I love from the States. They just sent me a picture of the food challenge. Imagine now, what is that? They just sent me a picture I had taken with the apple and the cookie, and they said nothing like that. I said, these children, honestly. So anyway, so that was the end of that one. You saw, I think there's a time when you probably didn't see it, but I remember I met I met Maxi in the UK as well on a Sunday, and went out for lunch, and he made me eat a salad. He made a salad on Sunday. And then the sun was out, and I was like, this is the perfect day for ice cream. No ice cream. I was like, these people, anyway. I put out the food challenge out there, so they're keeping me accountable, which is good. At Unstuck 2018, we had Dr. Getahi, who deals with homeopathy, and he also says that he's a lifestyle. He transitions people in areas of lifestyle, so he intervenes in terms of lifestyle, which I thought was a very appropriate title. But I remember I asked him one question. I was like, hey, this doctor is, you know, he's the kind of doctor I'm sure you go to, and you can't eat this, can't eat this, so you're actually supposed to present the list of, write what I can eat, because everything else can't, you know. But he really had a lot of feedback, and people are very excited, because part of redefining success is we've got to redefine our lifestyle, because we're finding that a lot of things are curtailing our ability to live longer, or people are having heart attacks at an early age, something that was only seen rarely. Lots of people having diabetes and high blood pressure and lifestyle related diseases, you know. So it was good for him to come and to speak to us. And I remember one of the questions I asked him is because of my love of bread, which we're still in a battle for the bread and gluten. But he said that, so I asked him, you see, Jesus is the bread of life. You know, this is very serious. He's the bread of life. How can we not eat bread? And Jesus is even referred to as the bread of life. But he answered very well. I was very happy, because he said that the kind of wheat that even was in Jesus' time is not the kind of wheat that is in our time. So that was me and my argument coming from the Lord. It was the end. And but we had a really good conversation. So I just like to address the fact that I hope that we're exercising. I hope that we are eating right. I hope that we are making the right choices. And just to think about my own life, what is happening is I'm just more aware. I'm really more aware of, so if I give in and I have bread after a couple of days and I'll say no, then I'll do my oats, I'm doing my smoothies. And then that was even so amazing. I had a conversation with one of the panelists after Unstuck, Mr. Biden Bogwa, and he just made me write a list of all the things, of all the foods that are superfoods. So I'm just going to at least have them in my diet, have them around me, and be aware. You know, I think there's something about an awareness, you know, things that he said were like, were really healthy for us, things like amaranth, which is terere. Then he said something about pumpkin leaves, and I remember every time we saw my grandmother arrive, first of all, she'd come with a pumpkin. We were like, this woman needs to stop coming here, because, no, we're not, and you know, my mom was, mom ninja. She would serve that pumpkin for 3 days. So we're just hungry for 3 days, because we're not eating it, and mom is not cooking anything else until we've eaten the pumpkin. But I was thinking about pumpkin leaves, and the way we'd make, my shosho would make that mokimo with pumpkin leaves, how healthy they are, you know. He talked about avocado, really good food, broccoli as well. We talked about, I think, broccoli, I can't remember what else, eggs. There's so many different arguments about eggs, but just trying to have those things, even boiling soup for bones, you know, really good for you. And you know, sometimes I keep reminding myself, I'm not 20, I'm not a whippersnapper. I have to adjust even my diet and my life and my exercise, just so that you're healthier and happier and finer. You know, you just feel like this is good. And I think one of the conversations which is important, I think that I should have now, what Mr. B was having with me, was saying, you know, Pastor Angie, you have a lot of work to do. You have a vision to carry, and you've got to look after yourself, because we need you here, and we need you to be able to do the things that God is calling you to do, which are great things. So part of it is that you have to look after your diet. So I'm really aware of that, and I'm very conscious of it, and I'm just trying to drive a conversation for all of us to be conscious of that whole discussion around food, around exercise, around sleep, around the right kind of environments, getting enough rest, you know. And I think one of the stories that came out even on the panel was that there are people who, you know, people who are overdoing it, and then, you know, the problem with that is your body just stops, you know. And when the body just stops, you see, work goes on. If it's an organization that you're working for, it doesn't stop, you know. You stop. Your family is in complete turmoil because of all this, but they continue. The organization continues. So you can't, for a lack of a better word, kill yourself for the organization. The organization will continue and you will not. And you are endangering yourself for, it's not their fault. They've got to move on. They've got to employ somebody else or promote somebody else, and you're gone, And we discussed how people have been really stopped for, this is crazy. You're sick, you're unwell. It's going to take you a long time to recover, simply because you're driving yourself for this organization, driving yourself for the numbers and the bottom line, and not having this, some people say balance, some people say integration, but not even having enough rest, not eating the right food, not eating at the right time, not sleeping, not having social engagements that relax you, You've got to really look at that. So that's my challenge. My challenge for us this time, I guess, it's a food challenge, but it's a health challenge for us to make healthy choices, And to think about, if I've made one bad choice here, I can't make 5 bad choices. I've got to correct that somehow, I've got to take a walk. I've got to sleep early. I've got to sleep enough. I've got to, like for me, part of the acidity, my body was about now not taking milk and look for other alternatives, There's almond milk, coconut milk, hazelnut milk, soy milk. There's too many kinds of milks, So what can I eliminate from my diet? And I always say, even start with one thing, Say I'm eliminating sodas and just work on that one. I'm eliminating sugar, work on that one. I'm trying to eliminate bread, because work on that one, I'm trying not to eat after 6 o'clock in the evening, work on that one, A lot of people who also have a lot of success in terms of lifestyle eat their heaviest meal in the morning. So they actually eat dinner. You reverse the timetable. So you eat your dinner for breakfast, and then you keep, the meals keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller as the day progresses. So I'm really looking forward to a healthier nation, a healthier people, healthier children, healthier young people, healthier older people, middle-aged people. Let's just be healthy about the things that we are putting into our body. And I don't know, I just feel like talking to somebody out there who eats chips every day, and there's no, you have maybe a fantastic metabolism, and you look, and things look like they're okay. Imagine they're not, and you've got to stop doing that. You've got to eat a balanced diet. You've got to have your veggies in there. You've got to put in your proteins. There are times when you just got to stop eating meat, go on some sort of kind of detox, even if it's for 3-4 days. You could do a sugar detox. You could do anything, just to get your body back in check and flowing the way it's supposed to flow. And I think for me, the best thing is how I feel. I really feel good. And exercise was not a problem. Me, I can exercise every day. You tell me I have no issues. Just my diet was the problem. Like, stop eating this, try to eat this, stop eating this, try to eat this. And I'm just very much more conscious of it. But I think if I was more conscious of it when I was younger, it would have helped my life a lot better, So just avoid problems and do that. And then for those who need to rest, please rest. Please rest. You can't give your everything to your organization. No, you've got to keep some for yourself. What are you keeping for you, Do the work that is required to do. Yes, work hard. Yes, excel at what you're doing. But what is reserved for you? What's reserved for your family? What's reserved for your children? What's reserved just for you and your space? What's reserved for just you and your God, Reserve it, take a walk, relax, chill. The work will still be there tomorrow. It will still get done. And we need you here in order to get it done. You're watching Just Angie, and my name is Angie Murenga. Health challenge, food challenge, lifestyle challenge. Bye.